What's good? Back up to another reaction to this video, you know what I'm saying? St. Louis deadly war that no op survived, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's wild. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's go pop the screen up real quick. This is what we're reacting to. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's always nothing but love coming from over here. You know what I'm saying? Original video link in the description. Shout out to Trap Lord Ross Chris. Trap Lord Ross Clips. Say that like 30 times. I bet you can't say like 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Tongue twister. But anyways, go ahead and get your rolled up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be using that Lyrical Lemonade crosser raw paper. You know what I'm saying? Roll that up, bro. Throw a little gram and a half in there so it's nice and lengthy and you could enjoy it. Kick your feet up. Get your homegirl ready. Get your side girl ready. Get your girlfriend and your wife ready. And all 5 of y'all are going to go ahead and be chilling on the couch. You know what I'm saying? React to this video with me. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's see what this video has to say. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Put this on big screen. Shout out Trap Lord Ross.
Riverview Boulevard in North St. Louis lies the Walnut
North
Park
St. Louis
neighborhood, where the 5700 block of Floyd Avenue stands out as one of the most notorious blocks in the city's drill scene, forming the main turf of the hood known as 57 Floyd. 57 Floyd is not just a single hood, but part of a large alliance of hoods that covers almost the entire Walnut Park West, known as the Six, or the group being known as the Sixers. The name Six comes from the fact that this area is actually within the 6th Police District of St. Louis, but perhaps also from the fact that practically all of these hoods are known for repping the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips, carrying on the violent legacy of their Los Angeles predecessors in the heart of Missouri. But while several other sets across the 6th District, like Acme Mob, Mimika Mob, and Emma Mob, claim the Six, it's the crew from 57 Floyd that has arguably become the face of the alliance, building their reputation one body and diss track at a time. 57 Floyd is known for several popular rappers, the most well known likely being KB6, who began rapping under the name Problo Gang KB around 2018. He was quite a versatile artist and was doing a lot of auto-tune pain music, showing a pretty impressive level of artistry compared to some of his peers. But after the death of some of his friends, he would change his rap name to KB6, and going on an impeccable run, with his most popular song to date being the 2019 track Going Off, which has a music video that has over 1 million views. However, the loss of his friends in the
That's cool, but it does be that catalyst that once you lose someone that you're cool with, ends up, you know what I'm saying,
streets motivated him to go even harder with the music, and over time he built up an impressive catalogue of beloved tracks. He was even playing live shows, and as mentioned before, he notoriously had a beef with 30 Deep Grimy, as Grimy dropped the song Dead Goofies, and KB was one of the people who got dissed in the song. The song was a hit, and Grimy even went on Genius Verified to break down all of his disses in the song, so KB would retaliate in diss songs of his own that did pretty good numbers even though Grimy had all of the spotlight in the city. His direct response was called 30 Dead Homies, and it dropped 5 days after 30 Deep Grimy's Dead Goofies, which he then followed up with another diss called Say Cheese Part 2 Dookie. KB was on the rise, even getting a feature from Pooh Shiesty on the song Shiesty Sick. However, there was a darker side to KB6 beyond the music, with posts on Reddit making dubious claims about him having 5 hats, or bodies, with an estimate of 4, according to some being more accurate. And as we'll discuss later, some of these would arguably end up playing a key part in the beef that would escalate, ending in his...
Hey, that's crazy, y'all. People, hey, shout out Reddit, but the Redditors, the people on Reddit, bro, y'all do more investigative work than freaking FBI agents do. Y'all be connecting the puzzles and pieces with less resources at your fingertips than the FBI and government has. Y'all be solving these cases that have been unsolved for a while. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be funded. Y'all need a real job in this space because... or y'all just need to pick up camera, because that's crazy. Y'all need to get some money.
There's also a whole bunch of mostly younger guys from the Six who rap under the Hothead moniker, as they rep a clique known as the Hothead Gang, or HHG, with Hothead Capone being one of the most prolific rappers from this group. His most popular song is a big link up with another Six rapper called Nudie Six, and a rapper from 1100 Murderside known as Robbo Murder, as well as a guy called Meesky Money from another hood known as the O, with this showing a whole bunch of alliances between several of the most dangerous hoods in St. Louis making its way into music, and these alliances sadly don't always hold up, as sometime after this, Hothead Capone would end up falling out with Robbo Murder's brother, fellow Murderside rapper C4 Murder, who we'll discuss in more detail later. Hothead Capone truly lives up to his name. And
groups never really work, bro. Every single group, there's always a fallout. You might have that exception, but every single group, damn near 9 times out of 10, they're gonna fall out. Unfortunately, do some unforeseen circumstances that is behind closed doors that they say is deep, but it's really surface level thing. It's usually over a female or some money because one is too greedy, and or the other one feels like their compensation ain't getting compensated enough. So yeah, You know what I'm saying?
Constantly disses his ops
crazy.
in songs and on social media, including a very disrespectful song with the rapper Spinner K called F All the Ops. In fact, Hothead disses Dead Ops so much that people in the comments speculate on his body count in the streets, with some believing that he actually claims murders that other members committed. He also doesn't have much care for the law, and would boldly post on IG how his crew were making the news long before rapping, and posting how his crew stepped for real while shouting out another clique from the Six known as Stretcher Gang. Then you've also got Nudie6, another rapper from the Six, who's dropped a lot of tracks on YouTube, but like a lot of rappers in St. Louis, a lot of his biggest bangers aren't even on streaming services like Spotify, with this sort of thing making me think a lot of rappers from St. Louis take the streets more seriously than their music careers.
Right.
But anyway, Nudie and Capone made some highly disrespectful songs together, like the track World War III, which we'll talk about in detail.
Throw your ish in Spotify, get some money, and you know what I'm saying? Having more funds available to you can do a lot more things than if you didn't have funds available to you. Not saying that to promote or condone anything. I'm just saying get your money and live a better life. You know what I'm saying?
Called Reminisce with 3 Problems from a gang that they're allied with called the O, where they would thoroughly diss their ops. Jig 6 also features in his songs other fellow Sixers like Heavy Six, with them having a posse cut called Gang Signs that also features rapper Low Bands, aka Lil Low, and Bunu Murder, who is originally from a hood called 32N Dub. There's also a newer generation of rappers from Floyd and the Six more broadly, perhaps the best of these rappers being known as Man Man 6, whose high energy anthem Witch Strand has close to 500,000 views on YouTube. Man Man is from the Acme Mob hood, but is heavily affiliated with Floyd, as shown in his vlog with TJ Films.
Where we at?
Acme. We on Acme.
We on Acme.
Hey, you know, I'm from Acme, cuz. I'm from 5600 Acme, cuz. You know, this the real 5600.
So this.
Shout out to my Floyd boys across the street, though.
So y'all got the Floyd boy. Let me get on this side. So y'all got ties with Floyd. Who else?
Other up-and-coming rappers from the Six include guys like SGK Peasy, who hails from the LAC side or the Lucille Ave Crips, and also reps the clique known as Stretcher Gang. Some years ago, the Six allied themselves with the 1600 OZ, aka the O, as well as the Four, creating an alliance known as 064. The O, which also goes by names like Hammertown and Huncho Gang, is a majority blood gang hood located around the former O'Fallon Place apartments, whose roots go back decades. And just like many other hoods in the area, the city is undergoing revitalization.
Got torn down and re-gentrified and all that. So all minorities, they usually just shift them out to get the new, you know.
Gentrification has turned some of these corners that held generations of gang history into open construction sites in recent years. Being in the streets in this neighborhood comes at a cost, and there's been a string of unfortunate souls in the local area who have lost their lives due to the proximity to these gang wars. Members like Charles, Tyree Spencer Jr., and Kyle, aka Crazy K. Hammertown has also bred rappers like Miski Money and a rap group known as 3 Problems, made up of Rello, Lil Tay, and Swag Huncho, and they would heavily rep Hammertown in their music, and their tracks such as Slide featuring Juice 23 and Problo Gang KB have racked up over 1.5 million views. Swag Huncho would go viral for their track Problems, with them dancing in the video with a gun going viral, but the guns weren't just for show, and Huncho was rumored to have had 5 bodies, allegedly finding his first victim when he was only 12 or 13 years old. This allegedly being a 17-year-old girl called Renisha Precious Cole, who was shot outside of a nightclub in 2010. He also had a reputation of backdooring people close to him, allegedly setting up 3 of his own homies in 2015, one of them being HB from Skank Gang, as well as backdooring Gino aka Skeezy from Blender Gang. But then in 2015, Huncho himself was shot and killed at just 18 years old.
An 18-year-old
Damn, bro, you backdooring your own peeps?
Ferguson rapper, once featured by Rolling Stone, was gunned down on Sunday morning in North St. Louis. Police found the lifeless body of James Johnson Jr., better known as Swag Honcho, shortly after 10 a.m. in the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood. He'd been shot in the head at least twice by an unknown killer, authorities said.
Some say he was set up by his own homie Blender Boo as retaliation for killing Gino.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's a weird ass name. Why you got Boo in your... You ain't no Boo, you know what I'm saying? Blender Boo ad, bro. It sounds like Brenda.
But then Blender Boo too would get killed in a triple shooting suit.
Oh, hey, my bad, bro. RIP. You know what I'm saying?
After the death of Huncho affected the group immensely.
This my brother died. You know what I'm saying? My childhood. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you, it got to me. I got the trip. I'm in jail. I'm young. My brother just died. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping.
3 Problems released a tribute song to Huncho's memory, but meanwhile he would get regularly dissed by his ops.
Swag got killed for thinking he's Gino. You heard me? Swag got killed for thinking he's Gino.
Get that rag straight.
Swag got killed for thinking he's Gino.
Damn, so
Swag Honcho's death was devastating for the older generation of street figures from the O, but meanwhile the new generation of rappers would step in and make music about the war going on in the streets. People like Miski Money, who we'll get into more later.
I love this.
The Six and their allies are known for their rivalry with several different hoods, but one common denominator with one of their most fiercest rivals is that they rep the 6 Deuce Crips, with their most well-known rivalry being with the 30 Deep clique, headed by the previously mentioned 30 Deep Grimy, who KB6 would famously diss in his song 30 Dead Homies, a response to Grimy's diss track Dead Goofies. However, there is also another 6 Deuce hood who have...
Hey, this fool right here. This fool looks crazy. Imagine dog right here walking up to you looking like this with the strap, right? You don't know what dog's about to do. You don't know what he's thinking. That's crazy. Anyway, so this was just a clip, a section of a video. So that's all they got. You know, already ended. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments below. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to St. Louis. Hopefully y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all start. It's crazy out there. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay vigilant. Keep your head on the swivel if you ain't in the mix. Try not to get in the mix because it's unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? And with that, gang, I'm going to let y'all go. Appreciate y'all for watching to the end. We out.